Nothing worse than hitting the ball pretty good all day and having a whole bunch of extra strokes because of the short game. I remember I was 29 years old, trying my best at golf. No lack of effort at all. I mean, I tried my best. Shot 110, trying my best. Athletic, 110. Guy I was playing with, 74 years old, severely handicapped. Had a blue sticker on his golf cart so he could putt at the green. You get it? Putted the ball beautifully. Long putts. He'd leave them right next to the hole. Putts 8 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet. He's draining everything, just making them like he's rolling a ball right in it. It was unbelievable. As we're going down the 15th fairway, he's in his golf cart. I'm pulling my clubs, and I ask him, I'm wondering what kind of putter you have. He looked at me, he said, what kind of putter I have? I said, well, I'm wondering that if I had a putter like yours, that I would putt like you. He looked at me with a little grin on his face, and he said, Steve, you have no shot. No shot. I have no shot? I had no clue. I had no idea how to practice things. So if I had no idea how to practice them, how's I ever going to do them on the golf course? We're going to start to train properly so that when you get to the golf course, you're not going to have to remember how to do things. They're going to just come. Okay? Your training is going to be done with a mirror. Sometimes you're going to use your putter. Couple of golf balls from time to time, and a dime. These are the tools that are going to make you very proficient on the green. Now, there are behaviors and characteristics that I have found that are accustomed to every good player, and there's characteristics and behaviors that are accustomed to every bad player. Good players do what good players do, and bad players do what bad players do, if that makes any sense. In other words, if your short game was a written quiz, the bad golfers have the same red X's. And those are the things that have to be created and corrected to get a good grade on the short game quiz or putting. One of the first ones that golfers have in common is they're tense. Not relaxed. Not calm, especially on those 6. You know what it used to look like for me? I'd have a 6-foot putt downhill. The hole would look like a thimble. Not seeing speed properly. There's nothing worse than having to hit a putt right on line, and it's either 8 feet short or 8 feet past. Got the line right, didn't get the speed right, and now you got this long putt. If we were offline and got the speed right, we probably would have a tap in, right? Nothing better than about a 25-foot putt, and the next thing we hear our playing partners say after we make our putt is, nice stroke, good roll, pick it up. Green reading. How many golfers have come to me and said, Steve, man, I don't know how to read a green. Well, we're going to show you how to read a green. And then when we get to the golf course, we're going to start to read the green. Imagine if I hand somebody a book and say, I don't know how to read it. Well, open it. Start at page 1, will you? If you don't open it, how are you going to read it? Golfers get up on the green and don't read the green. They're doing other things like watching their friends. A lack of confidence, especially in the shorter putts, around 5 and 6 feet. What we're going to start to do is know the ball is going in before it goes in. And another one very common, I used to do it too, was excessive movement in their putting stroke. Not a nice still, steady putting stroke. Things moving that shouldn't have been moving. The shoulders would open, the hips would slide, all these little things that were devastating to the putting stroke. So what these 4 key lessons are going to do for you, the student, it's going to give you the ability to create a putting stroke done with the proper muscles. It's going to also combine that with the ability to see the speed and read speed before we hit the ball, so that you get the ball the proper distance. And if we miss the cup, it's on the high side and not the low side. We're also going to be given the ability to read the greens properly. You know, sometimes I used to say things like, wow, that broke a lot more than I thought, or it didn't break as much as I thought. We're going to show you the difference between downhill, side hill, and uphill putts, why they break in certain ways. Okay, so the student has to have that knowledge to start to read the greens properly. And then we're going to build you confidence. You're going to build confidence by practicing a certain way for a few minutes a day at home. And then when you get to the hole, to the golf course, the hole is going to start to look bigger than it actually is. Wouldn't that be nice? Instead of the hole looking like a thimble, it starts to look like the Grand Canyon. Oh, wow, this is easy. The formula to create habit patterns are going to be incorporated in all this training, because what we don't want to do is get to the golf course and have to try to remember all this stuff. If we train properly, it's going to instantly come back in retention. It's the same way we don't have to remember how to tie our shoes. Okay, wouldn't that be nice? These 4 videos are going to create those big 4 keys for the short game, and it's going to make you very proficient around the green. And then ask yourself, hey, if I fix all these things, how many strokes is that going to take off the scorecard?